hear people speak, I hear dimensionally. The tone of voice tells me many things. It's not surface layer. I can feel the pieces of them that are suffering. I can feel the roots inside them from the innocent child before life caused them to create defense mechanisms, patterns, and behaviors. I can feel their soul. I see their soul first. This allows me to tune in to what needs to take place in order to revive that soul. And so my gifts are out of the world. They're not of a worldly descent. They are before time, before words even. That is why I hear in the sound, because I know that sound was the first language. And that's why we have frequency. That's why music, the sound, makes you feel certain ways. That's why it's a universal language. The sound of the heart. And so when I hear the sound of others, I can feel the depths of them, dimensionally speaking. When I speak to others, I am speaking in a dimensional way that sometimes they can't receive. Not because they're bad or not good, or just because their internal dialogue is still distorted from the fragments of this life that are still keeping them in bondage. And so when I am in union in any type of connection, whether it be quick or whether it be long term, I am able to see at a capacity to assist and clear the fragments, to bring the person completely back online. What does that mean? I'm an activator. I am an activator for all the dormant pieces inside humans that are still wanting a chance to be seen, felt, and they still want to breathe. I'm an activator. My inner knowing touches those places. Sometimes when it touches them, it pisses them the fuck off. Oops. Not sure if I can say that word. Because it's a part of them that is still inside them that wants so much to come outside of them. And it's scary. It's fearful. Because the walls that people build around their desires and their heart to protect them has kept them safe in their dysfunction for a long time. And they've learned how to operate in dysfunction, to feel safe in dysfunction. And so to them it feels like you're hurting them because they know how to be safe in dysfunction. But what is actually taking place is that you are touching a piece in them that they want to you to touch. And at first they might not be receptive. But if you have been initiated, if you show up and you know what your anointing is and your mandate, and you show up, it's because they called you in. And they might not be in the mindset at the level to understand just yet what that feeling of touching those dormant places in them feel like. But some people are willing to stand in the gap to assist humanity to getting to the root of their pain so they can truly be free, truly be activated in their gifts, in their sovereign state. And it's not easy as somebody that is an activator to enter in a place where you know what to do, but you have to be always asking God, how should I show up? Is it too much for their nervous system? Are they ready to feel what they need to feel? Are they able to hold all that fucking pain that hurt them? Because the only way to revive a soul is to touch the pain. And who wants to do that shit? Who wants to relive everything you've been through? It's easier just to suppress it, put it away, put it away, put it away. But really, it's not easy to do so. All people have done is created a place in them that they just store all their shit. And it will keep coming up and keep coming up, and lessons will keep being activated in your field to give you the opportunity to try something different. And so every single one of us deserve to be free. What does that mean? I'm talking about inside you, inside your body. God has been speaking to me and telling me that I'm supposed to be writing a book called My Body is My First Responder. And so think about that. You know, most of the time we're stuck in our minds. We're stuck in our hearts. But I promise you, it's the body. If you can listen to your body and you can follow what your body is saying, intuitively speaking, all pain in your body is coming from noise in your mind and your heart. Every sickness made its way to your body because of your thoughts, because of pain in your heart that we're not able to get to. We're not able to dig because we're so distracted by life. And so, if you can get present with you, I promise you, presence. What does that mean? Sitting with your stuff. Knowing that the only way to clear it is to touch it. The only way to feel the desires of your heart is to clear the rubbish, is to say, why do I act like this? When somebody does this to me, why do I do this, right? And to not judge yourself. Everybody's going to judge everybody. Stop judging yourself. Nobody is perfect, not one person. So you have to have a mindset that when somebody says something to you that triggers you, that you understand your pain at a deep level, that you can observe the other person, but not take their words personally. Because you already know what your pain looks like. You already know what it's been feeding on. You've dissected it. You haven't been scared you haven't been afraid to touch that deep inside yourself. So how do you do it? Maybe write a list. What has hurt me? Pay attention to your life as an observer. Meaning, observe yourself outside of yourself in every situation, right? It's like another person. It's your higher self. It's your inner child looking at you.
New text message.
In a way that loves you no matter what. When you can get to that place inside you where you look at yourself and you love you, no matter what you've done wrong, no matter what has happened to you, no matter what other people have said to you, when pain shows up in your field to cause instability in your nervous system, it won't be able to touch you. And I'm not saying that you won't have human days, because we have to feel all our stuff, and no matter of what level of healing you're at or what level of understanding you arrive to, there will still be things coming at you. The thing is that you will be in a different space inside yourself, that your navigation system, your center point of being, will ricochet that shit quickly. You're now protecting yourself with the truth about who you already know you are. Yeah, I fucked up. I know I did that. So when somebody tells you and tries to tell you about yourself, you already forgiven yourself. You've already made peace with that part of you. So they can't hurt you. You know, there is a way through your self-defense mechanisms. And you are so freaking powerful for finding a way to function in the dysfunction, to find safety in the dysfunction. But that is not the real way to create peace, to have your desires met. That is just a time in your life that you found a way to function in chaos. But if you could look at yourself outside of yourself, if you were looking outside of you, what would you see? What would you recognize about you that A, needs to change, and B, that is beautiful? It's a balancing act, right? It's balance. It's an ebb and flow of loving all your broken pieces. A lot of them weren't your fault. And the people that caused you pain, they were going through pain too. Every single person in life has an experience from life that has hurt them. But most people are projecting their pain onto others and hurting people because they're hurt, instead of taking accountability for how they're showing up. Not judging themselves, but taking a real look at their patterns and behaviors so they can change them. Because I guarantee you everybody wants the same thing. I guarantee you that everybody just wants love. Everybody just wants to feel loved. Whoever's on this live right now, I bet you can say that I just want to be loved in the way I need to be loved, not in the way other people tell me that love looks like, from my internal dialogue, from my operating system. I guarantee you the root of your desires is to be seen and felt as you are, not from other people's perceptions. For somebody to see you, intimacy is to see into me. Do you know how good it feels when you have another person in your field that you know sees you, the you that you see, not a distorted view from their perception of their experience, but the real you, the one that you see. Nobody is perfect. Everybody's made mistakes. But if you keep judging yourself for things you've done a day ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, if you keep letting the voices of other people keep you stuck because my parents said this about me when I was a child and I've carried that fucking feeling, that thought, that emotion from what they did and what they were going through into my now, and it's still fucking affecting you, you are no longer in that space. You are in this space. Stop carrying all that shit. Let it go. Let it go. Do you understand the power that you have inside you to let it go? The power inside you that God made you from is limitless. No limits. You have no limits. So stop attaching to other people's feelings about you. And know that anything you want can be yours by your belief in you. People are going to judge you no matter what you do. You need to stop judging you. You need to show up in the world authentic, vulnerable, fun, silly, weird, all these titles, right? And not give two fucks what anybody thinks. Be unique. Stop trying to be everybody else. Because sometimes what happens is people see what you have and they want it too. And they try to imitate you, right? It's okay. Take it as a compliment. But don't let it piss you off. Show up real, raw, standing in your truth. No matter what. Who cares what anybody thinks? Be radical. Be radical. You know, for many years since a little girl, I've been told, Christina, you have so much faith. You have too much faith. There's no such thing as that. The way to have a limitless life is to know that you deserve everything that you want. And you are the creator of having those things. Because the same power that rose Christ from the dead is inside you. There's no blockage on that. The only blockage is that all the lies and deception from your experiences that have got stuck in your mind, that keep you in a field in your mind that you take on everybody else's words. So if that's where you're at right now, it's okay. Everybody gets stuck there for a time, right? So my prayer is that you would take back your essence, your innocence. What do you want? See that shit. See it. Feel it. In order to have those desires met, you have to truly feel that feeling inside you like it's already yours, because it is. It just needs to be activated or reactivated. So an example, this is silly, but this is a silly example. Say you want to drive a friggin' whatever car it is, right? You get in the car that you're driving that day and you feel like you're already in that car. Like, I'm talking about a deep feeling like it's already yours. And that is how you create that space for it to be yours. If you would take one thing that you want and do what I just said, I promise you, you're going to find my channel and you're going to be like, it worked. It worked. The power of your thoughts, your vision, your will is endless. You know how to use the tools inside of you correctly. If you know how to fine-tune the fragments of experiences, you have the power to let go of thoughts that keep you stuck, of pain that keeps you not trusting, of fear that makes you stop trying. Just because something has happened to you in your life does not mean that you cannot try again. So if we're talking about love, right? And a lot of people get hurt and then they're scared, their guard's fucking up tenfold thick, right? Because somebody hurt me, whether it's my parents, my partner, my teacher, whoever, right? So now I got fucking walls as big as Jericho surrounding me, and nobody ain't getting in, right? Guess what that's doing? That's keeping you stuck, not getting what you want still. That's being okay with protecting yourself so deeply that you don't get your desires met. Because I guarantee you, you don't want to be alone. People want to be in union. Maybe you like being in your own space. That's awesome. Maybe you love your own energy. That's awesome. But I guarantee you, if there was a person that could meet you in the way that you want to be met, you would say yes. Guess what? That person ain't coming if you're fully guarded and protected because of your past experiences. So the best thing to do is to try to live in the present moment. Be self-aware of your boundaries, your expectations. Be self-aware of how another makes you feel quickly, not disregarding or painting them different ways, because your body knows if something's good for you. Your body will tell you if something is good for you. Stop disregarding what your body is trying to say. It's not your mind or your heart. They play tricks on you. It's your body. So if you go out and you meet somebody and your body is nervous, that's not it. That's not it. It's the feeling of peace inside yourself will tell you who's good for you and who's not. And so if you're operating from your mind and your heart, those things will trick you. But I promise you, if you start feeling your body, what is my body saying when I am in this person's presence? When I'm at this job? When I'm anywhere? You know, we all have these places we go to in life that make us feel good. And we have those places inside us too that we just have to activate. I know all of us have the power to be free. Not with self-defense mechanisms. I'm talking about freedom inside you, where peace is everlasting, flowing. And level of your capacity to feel loved is the only constant. So get back to that place. If you need assistance, my page, Open Heart Center, discovery calls. I just want to help people feel the love that I know that is
New
still
text message.
inside them. And I want them to live in the way they desire and stop being fearful of having what you want. I'm going to get off here. My phone's blowing up. I hope that made sense. I love you. Have a blessed day. And I've never done a live on YouTube before, so thank you so much for being here. I'm driving, so I can't really read the messages. Hopefully I can find a way to go back to this live. If anybody wants to tell me how to do that, I just press live. I don't know how to activate these systems. I'm a system dismantler, so I have a hard time operating in these ways, but I'm trying to. So I'm going to get off here. I think I just pressed the X. Hopefully I can go back to this and read your comments. Have a blessed day.